with his incredible run in the semi-final of the men's 400 meters. Jamaica's Antonio Watson and Sean Bailey. Could today, day 6, be the day that Jamaica finally mines gold? Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Go ahead, please hit the subscribe button so we can continue to grow. When you do that, hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. To drop a video at least once a day here in Peter Lloyd World. Also, if you enjoy the content, please hit the like button, and finally, leave your thoughts after this sports analysis where we take a look at and we break down the races. So, ready? Yep, good to go. There is no question that Jamaica has fielded its best contingent of male quartermilers in decades in this World Championships 2023. For many years, we had almost no one with the exception of Christopher Cubby Taylor running sub 45. This year, we have a plethora of amazing young male talent. Now, the creme de la creme in terms of that crop seems to now be Sean Bailey and the much vaunted Antonio Watson, both of whom have made it through to today's men's 400 meter finals, which happens today, August 6th. So could this be the day that we not only make it onto the podium again, but we mine gold? I mean, is it even feasible and or possible? Today's men's 400 meter finals features the best 8 in the world as we speak. Amongst these are some of the legendary. First up, there's Wade van Niekerk, world record holder. Then there is Harvard Benteld Valley. Then, of course, there's the legendary Kirani James, the super talented Matthew Hudson Smith, Quincy Hall of the United States, another great talent, Jamaica's Antonio Watson, Vernon Norwood, legendary, and of course, the young phenom, as is Antonio Watson, Sean Bailey. Now, this is a huge lineup. I mean, this is some of the best that have ever done it. And like I said, there are a few legends in this. Now, the major threat to the gold medal, this young man, yes, Stephen Gardner, well, he fell out in the semifinals and was clearly injured. We hope that he's revived soon and heals soon. He's a remarkable talent. And then there was that brief moment where we thought that Wade van Niekerk would not have made it through to the finals, but his semifinal time of 44.65 was enough for him to get through to the finals. Today's finals also features the legendary Grenadian Kirani James. Now, Sean Bailey, in his semi-final, well, he ran a solid race. He ran in semi-finals number 3. Bailey emerged with a time of 44.94. That was enough for him to go through automatically to the finals, behind the USA's Quincy Hall, who ran 44.43.
Well, it's time for the third semi-final of the men's 400 metres. Are we going to see more fireworks in this one? Wade van Niekerk in third place in his semi, a European record from Hudson.
Sean Bailey therefore made it safely to the finals. But it was Antonio Watson of Jamaica with his 44.13, a new personal best and an immense run in the semi-finals that had the entire world tongues wagging. So 44.13, a personal best for Antonio Watson to win his heat ahead of Vernon Norwood, another legendary 400 meter runner who ran 44.26, also a personal best, with the world record holder South Africa's Wade van Niekerk running 44.65, which eventually was enough for him to get through to the finals.
Of Japan trying to make it 3 Japanese men in the final. The other 2 finished very strongly in the last 50. Will he run similarly? What a run here though for Antonio Watson of Jamaica. He's in the lead at the moment. He's just 21 years old. Can he hold on to a top 3 position? He's going to do more than that. The Jamaican is going to take the win. 44.78 on the stadium clock, just ahead of Quincy.
Watson looks so absolutely comfortable. Now, currently, the 2 Jamaicans sit here in the top 5 in terms of the world's fastest men in the 400 meters for the 2023 season. Gardner sits at number 1, Stephen Gardner with 43.74, but as I just told you, he's no longer in the competition. And Muzala Samukonga has the second fastest time of 43.8 but 9.1, but he's not in the competition. Rasheen McDonald of Jamaica is not competing, he has a third fastest time. That time, of course, is 44.03. So it's Wade Van Niekerk with 44.08 and Antonio Watson with 44.13, who would seem to be the true threats in this upcoming finals if you were to look at the time. And based on what I'm seeing, it looks as if Van Niekerk is either not at his best, being affected by the heat, or he has already peaked for the season. Now, Sean Bailey should not be dismissed in this process, but he himself was very disappointed with his run in the semi-finals. He said to TVJ,
"Disappointed. I'm just disappointed in the time, the way my body feels. I don't know what it is, but I didn't deserve to make that final."
Now, whereas I agree with honest assessment, I'm not sure if I agree that the athlete should be beating up themselves like that. It's pretty negative, and I really believe that whatever we tell our body will respond. So I wasn't very comfortable with seeing him do that. So that makes me worry about Sean Bailey, but I still think he's a factor here. Now, Antonio Watson, you need to remember this, has been winning. He has won every race he has competed in Budapest thus far. He won the heats quite handily. Do you remember?
Of Japan trying to make it 3 Japanese men in the final. The other 2 finished very strongly in the last 50. Will he run similarly? What a run here though for Antonio Watson of Jamaica. He's in the lead at the moment. He's just 21 years old. Can he hold on to a top 3 position? He's going to do more than that. The Jamaican is going to take the win. 44.78 on the stadium clock, just ahead of Quincy.
Now, this of course is my 2 cents. I've often stated repeatedly on this platform that winning is not just about physical attributes and physical capacity. The truth is, if you're in the top 8 best 400-meter runners in the world for the 2023 season, and you're lining up at that line to do that famous 1 lap, it means that you are in, if not peak condition, close, and you are in the top 8. Almost anyone in this race can technically win. Now, I think the race will come down to the headspace. Antonio Watson is 21 years of age. That's very important. Injury-free as far as I know. He's been running really, really well since the Jamaica National Championships. I believe psychologically, once he hit that sub 45, he knew he was in the zone, and he's only gotten better and better and better and better and better. References races in Europe right prior to the World Championships. He's just been running incredibly well. He's also won the last 2 races he's been in, the heat and the semi-finals, in convincing fashions, and he has beaten the best men in the world, which tells him they're no longer a threat to me psychologically. It means, and he has improved his PB throughout. So I'm kind of thinking that this race is going to come down to Antonio Watson and Van Niekerk. Now, I'm not going to throw out Sean Bailey because Sean Bailey is a remarkable talent, and there's no way I can throw out Vernon Norwood, legendary, and who also hit his own PB in the semifinals. So I think he could also be a factor. Kirani James is iffy because Kirani James lost his coach of many years, and I think it sort of messed with his head. He just doesn't seem to be running quite the same. And Stephen Gardner, who I would have thought would have been nearly unbeatable, is not there. So the truth is, I kind of think where the gold medals are concerned, in this race, we have a huge chance of getting there. If Watson just manages to reproduce his 44.13, we're going to win gold. And his attitude is correct. He's light. He's kind of reminds me of Bolt. Not really, but he doesn't take himself too seriously. He's very confident and he's comfortable. But this, of course, is my 2 cents. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Now, don't forget to hit subscribe button, hit notification bell, hit the like button. Remember, your royals, kings, and queens. Bless up.